Okay, this is the sewing room before. So we have fabric that needs to be sorted, a lot of mess. Okay, so this is the sewing room rejig. So it's really messy. This is very real. We have not tidied this up in advance at all. So basically we have all of these shelves that are built in. We can't really change any of the shelving or drill anything into the walls because the walls are asbestos. So we'll keep them, and we need to like make them work as well as we can, if that makes sense. And then this sewing table in the end there, that one just there, we're going to move that to be across the window here. So we'll move all of these machines to across the window here. And then there's a chest in this corner. So that chest has like a lot of spinning stuff in it. So that will go somewhere along this wall. And basically, yeah, we'll have like a nice little sewing station, maybe a gallery wall. Okay, so this side with the shelves at the moment is just like all of Catty sewing patterns and my little IKEA cubes. We don't think that, in fact, looking at them now, I can tell. So the magazine thingies, these things, they don't actually fit in the shelves. The shelves aren't high enough for those, and they're not high enough for these either. So we're going to try and find a solution so that they don't take as much room in the cupboard. And then on this side, whoops, we have our PDF patterns that are rolled up because we got them printed at Officeworks on A0. So we're going to try and stand those up somewhere else in the room so we have more space in that top section. And then hopefully some of this can kind of come out or be better sorted. And then, yeah, the plan is to keep all of the sort of tubs at the bottom along here, and then just like make these shelves prettier and more functional, and maybe move some of the books. I'll probably move this pegboard. This is my section, by the way. So we might even sort some of Catty's fabric out to be like that. But also I will neaten that up a bit. So yeah, here is your before. So view of the garden. Yeah. Also, that ironing board is in like the worst place because we can't really access the cupboard while we're sewing if we're using it. So that needs to change. All right. As usual, I said to Catty, like, I have to screw this in, you can go up and get your pegboard, and like, that'll be useful use of time. I've screwed the whole thing in, and there is no sign of Catty. She just is so easily distracted. So let's see when we actually get her back in for our communal sewing room redo. stuff that's had piled up in the outside the laundry. Into the excuses. I'll edit that. So how do you currently feel about your pattern collection, Catty?
I don't feel particularly happy. I mean, here isn't.
Are you sure? Because, you know, we've got some here, some loose here.
I would rather not talk about it. I would truly rather not discuss it, and I particularly would rather not discuss it on camera. That's how I feel about it.
You're too high.
I'm too tall. I'm too tall. That's better. So, how are we feeling?
We're feeling as though we haven't quite achieved the same simplicity and order that I aspire to, as demonstrated by So Liberated's Instagram posts on her beautiful sewing space. I have to say, ours doesn't.
It's not
quite
there
make
yet.
that grade, no.
Yet.
But
We've done a lot.
We've done a lot. We've made curtains.
Yeah.
We've taken down the hideous blinds and made curtains.
We have started organising Catty's sewing pattern
Collection.
Hoard, you might even say.
Hoard is actually not a bad word.
And also
really,
her
is it?
fabric.
And my
Surprised
fabric.
that we didn't manage
Hoard.
to actually get rid of any fabric.
I'm not.
But we did get rid of some patterns, so that's a start. That's a
Come the apocalypse, we'll be pleased.
We'll be
We've
warm.
got that fabric.
yeah. It's starting to look better. Like, we have done a lot.
It doesn't look as though it's looking better, but it is looking better.
We have way more
In our
room.
hearts, it's looking better.
We have way more room, or we've used up the more room that we created in the wardrobe, and that's a lot more sensible at the moment. We won't show you that now because the lighting is terrible, because we've managed to go right into the evening. It's actually only about 5:30 at the moment, but it's pitch dark outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we've got, I don't think you can see, just behind me in the background, we have all of our rolled up Printed at Office Works sewing patterns in boxes there, so that has freed up a lot of space in the wardrobe. And we have a new ironing corner as well, so that ironing board will be able to come out, and that means that we're not blocking off the wardrobe. We have moved all of the desks, so we have a whole sewing kind of station along here. So it is like, it's going to be more workable already.
Yeah,
Once
it is,
we've
definitely.
done everything, it will be.
And this pile here, I mean, I don't know
You
that
can't see
can
it,
but it's,
thankfully.
it's going. Like, that's
there's
all
a lot,
kind
of
of rubbish, really.
So the main job for tomorrow will be finishing off the patterns, and then finishing off this serge to make that, like, I'm putting up the pegboard because we couldn't find clamps yet for Catty's pegboard.
I still can't find them.
But we'll get there. We will get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, it is time for some booze.
Yeah, absolutely. For the magic gin.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the gin? Because you know about it.
Okay, the gin is called Ink, and it's made in New South Wales. It's made at Husk Distillery, handcrafted at Husk Distillery. It's pot distilled with a blend of 12 Australian native traditional and exotic botanicals from around the world. Its unique colour is derived from the infusion of flower petals of the curious Clitoria ternatia, or butterfly pea, traditionally used as a herbal tea infusion. And I bought it because it is supposed to turn from this gorgeous purple ink colour to a pink when it's mixed with tonic water. It says organic colours don't last forever. Ink gin will fade over time. Well, we better drink it quickly then. Oh, it smells great.
Yeah, it does smell good. And also, I did not bring down a measure with me, so we're free pouring. Woohoo!
Oh, it's gorgeous colour. Oh, I'll hold it up so that you can see the colour in the glass. It's this really pretty kind of blue.
It's quite a pour. It's not as much as that looks.
Because there's ice.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty bluey blue. Well, it is actually an ink colour, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Very inky colour.
Now, Catty did manage to drop this tonic before, so if it fizzes everywhere, that's... We're
well
alright.
done, well done.
We're just using Fever Tree low calorie, refreshingly light.
Yes.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Oh!
It does! Oh, I hope everyone can see that. It's now this beautiful pinky,
yeah, we can kind of see it.
pale pink colour. It's gorgeous.
That's so pretty.
Oh, that's a party trick.
That's in. Sláinte. I never drink gin with tonic, ever. I always drink gin and soda. And that's way too tonic-y for me. Like, I can taste the pea kind of flower though. Like, there's something that's not tonic-y at all. What do you reckon?
Well, I like it, but I think you're right. It's very tonic-y. Probably shouldn't have put so much tonic in.
We do have some water down here, but...
It is refreshing.
It is refreshing, for sure. It's especially refreshing after you've watched Catty try and snort all over her sewing pad.
Thank you.
And her fabric.
It's especially refreshing when you've been bossed around all day.
Yeah, I like this.
I
think it's got a bit of like... I just wish that I hadn't made it. We'll have to have another one with soda water instead of tonic.
Well, we do have to drink it quickly so it doesn't...
That's really what they mean.
Yeah.
I think they mean if you have it for like 2 years and you have it in the sun, not like you have it for 1 year in a dark liquor cabinet. You're probably alright.
True.
For the most part. It is a nice colour. I feel like you could do a lot with a garnish on that as well. Would look really...
Hibiscus flowers or...
Yeah.
Or little
candied
violets
lavender or something.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, that is all from us for today. And then we'll be back tomorrow with the rest of... and hopefully an after tomorrow. That's the goal, I think. I mean, I think the goal tonight was to have an after, and that's not happening.
Yes, the goal tonight was to have an after, but we have failed.
That's typical though, isn't it? Like, I feel like anyone who does like a sewing room redo always has to come back a second day. So
I think
at
so.
least,
Unless they're very minimalist.
That's
I
like
think usable's a good goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usable's about what I can manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we will see you tomorrow, and happy sewing.
Yeah. And moderate drinking.
Happy sewing and moderate drinking.
So now we're done. So this is the new sewing space. I will start on this side. So I have my little sewing set up, and then Catty's got her desk here. Got a few little bits and pieces on the windowsill. A lovely view. And then coming around, Catty, we've put this little thread thing up on the wall here, but we have to wait a little while before we can put all of her threads on there. And then we've got next projects of Catty's over here. This is still the chest with all of the fibre for spinning in it. Our PDF sewing patterns that are rolled up. By the way, Catty thought of doing this. These are like mailing troops that she bought a while ago, so that's really good if you've got any that are like a little bit fragile, or if you're a bit more organised than us and have one for each. Put the mirror back in. And Catty's got her pegboard, some like ironing stuff. Yeah, finally sorted that out. It does look a little bit like that Hitchcock film, The Birds, at the moment, with all the little bird pegs, but we're good. And here are the shelves. So we have split up the books a little bit because these shelves can't support much weight in any one spot. So we've put them in little piles around the place. We've left the overlook here because there wasn't really space for it on the other side. And these, by the way, are my little, you can't really see from the reflection, but these are little cards that I got in Glasgow. So we got Glasgow University and then the suburbs of Glasgow. And then Catty bought me these a while ago and got them framed. These beautiful little fashion models. And then down here, we have put all of Catty's sewing patterns. So some of them are in like the magazine holders, but they're lying down over there. And then we've got more in this box here.
And we actually have an empty box.
Yeah, we have an empty box. That is not an encouragement to fill it. And then we sorted out like stretch fabrics and like different types of fabric into the same boxes for Catty's. That's all Catty's. Disclaimer, it's not mine. And then over here, my section has basically stayed the same. So I've got this is kind of like lingerie sewing, stuff that needs fixing. These are also things that needs fixing because I've tried to go through all of my projects and sit them all out so I get them done. All of my fabric, and then that's like interfacing and plain fabric for toiles and things like that. And then underneath here, these are actually two boxes full of stuff that one box full of stuff that I'm getting rid of, but I can't at the moment because of COVID. Fabric scraps, lingerie fabrics again, because I'm going on a bit of a run of sewing lingerie, or trying to, and that's my yarn. This is screen printing stuff. That's fibre I've inherited from Catty, which hopefully I will use. And then that box is full of fabric that we're hoping to sell at some point. And then I have my gallery wall. These are all art postcards collected from a lot of different places. So we've got from Glasgow exhibition, Artisan Roast, I think that one was from Edinburgh, Spain when I was there, Dublin, and I'm not sure where these ones are from. They might be the NGV gallery, and that one's from the Museum of Bath, as is that one, and the fans. That was from an NGV exhibition. Yeah, so lots of little, I think it's really nice collecting those when you're away. And then in here, these are my sewing patterns. Catty's got some summer clothes, like summer fabric, and then all of the yarn and fibre, and that's our screen printing board. And then these are all of my like sewing tools. We put some books in here and the overlocking thread, and then we've got like screen printing, lino cutting, and dye equipment, and then some more. I think that's fibre, isn't it, at the bottom?
That's fleece.
Fleece, yeah. So yeah,
it was momentous, wasn't it?
Yeah, we have it
and
all.
we were going to do gin notes, but it's a bit too early in the day.
Yeah, and I'm a bit too wrapped to then start drinking gin.
Yeah, absolutely. We did it.
Yep, it's done. How do you feel?
I think it's a much nicer space.
Yeah, me too.
It's more welcoming.
Yeah.
It feels less cluttered, which means that you've got a chance to really do some work in it, as opposed to kind of picking your way over things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also feel like now we can actually, Catty doesn't like to do this, but we can actually cut out on the floor here rather than like going over into the rumpus room, which
Mm.
works, but the rumpus room is a lot colder and this is nice and warm once we have the heater on.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
yeah,
That's a
it'll make
definite
difference.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a plus. I mean, I prefer having the space,
Yeah.
but it's much
It's
more
workable.
doable here.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it just feels like more open.
It does.
Yeah. I feel like this is a realistic, I think I said this last night, I feel like this is a realistic sewing reader. We haven't bought anything new. Like there is absolutely nothing new. And it's not like a sewing influencer, beautiful, like clear shells.
No, it isn't.
It's just like
It's a
but
real
it's-
life kind
yeah.
of
it's a real
working
studio.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels like us and
And it's nice that we can work side by side, but
Yeah.
still have space.
and we could now theoretically like watch a program there and
Yeah, we could.
we could both be looking at it or whatever as well, or have a podcast going in between us. But that's been a bit hard where we've been working because at opposite kind of ends of the room you can't necessarily both hear, even if it's on a speaker, once you've got sewing machines going. So
That's right.
yeah,
It's also, I mean, it's much more, now I think it's a much more doable space for doing something like a lino cut. Because you
Yeah.
can move the overlocker down and do it there.
because we have
Or-
all of this bench space
Yeah.
now, and
Yeah.
as long as we keep that clear.
Yes.
Which will be the challenge.
It will be the challenge, but
Um,
we'll do it.
Yeah, and also Megan Nielsen was saying on her blog that they obviously are sewing Monday to Friday because they're like a working business, and they do a quick tidy up on a Friday to make sure that the next week the place looks really clear and easy. So we should definitely
Yeah.
do that on a Sunday night or
Yeah, we should.
yeah.
I feel there are still some problem areas for me, like I need to sort out my patterns.
Sewing patterns.
And I need to categorise them and maybe have some sort of system where they're on my phone perhaps as well.
I love
as,
that maybe, like, definitely some sort of system.
Yeah.
Full stop. Just some sort of system.
Some sort
would
of
be-
system. But it's been lovely to rediscover fabric
Yeah.
and also to rediscover some wool as well. Like, I mean, I knew it was there, obviously, but it was sort of a wake up.
I don't know,
to,
debatable.
and I'm really happy with the space now, and I need to do some postcards like Helen has on the opposite
Yeah.
side.
That was what
But
I
I've got
enjoyed
lots
rediscovering was all of those postcards. Like, I knew they were there, but I had forgotten how many I had, and that I still had so many from when I went to Spain and Berlin, the first time I went to Berlin. So.
And I've got quite a lot from different places
Yeah.
as well, so I must find out. I must
If anyone knows of
Online.
any like cheap but good sort of A5 like postcard size frames that you can get, that would be really helpful if you could comment below with those, particularly if they're in Australia.
Yeah.
That's probably.
I couldn't have
Us,
done
though.
it without you.
Oh, that's nice. I could have done it without you. I wouldn't have had to do it. It would have made sense from the start.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
On that note,
Sorry. But it's kind of true.
it is kind of true. Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching our sewing studio makeover. We hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope that you use this as inspiration to make your sewing space work a bit better for you.
Bye.
Bye, happy sewing.
Happy sewing.